Thank you for joining this tutorial for the Ohody Perfect Match game. On the game board, as you can see at the top, there are several buttons we can click on. All the buttons with a green background are the pages that are part of a game. For example, if we click on a button that doesn't have a green background, we temporarily leave the game. To return to the game board, we simply click the button with the green background. And here we are back on the game board. Now, looking at the second row of buttons with green backgrounds at the top, the first button, the one with the I for information, here we have the following options. Open the game rules, open the game host Ohody history, and there is another option. Please let everyone know if you are leaving the game. There is an option to say stop playing. There is a confirmation. Are you sure that you want to stop playing? In this case, we are going to say no. For people who are game hosts, there are additional options. If we click on the second button, we have the option to choose a color to play with. Please choose a color to accumulate your game points. When we click the third button, we can see all the colors that players have chosen, along with the game points and game time for each color. Finally, the last button with a green background in the second row. When we click it, it opens the monthly biblical chapter. Here we have some options that we'll come back to in a moment. To turn to the game board, we just click the green background button again. We see at the button start playing. Down at the bottom, we can see a blue button that says start playing. When we click it, we can see the game instructions. Next, on the monthly biblical chapter, find the perfect match. This can be any sentence from any of the chapters in any language. The clock is ticking. How long will it take you to find your Ohody perfect match? Click on Search Perfect Match. And when you are ready, come back and enter your sentence. When we click on search perfect match. A new window opens automatically. So we can switch between the two windows. Now we can see all the available options. We can open any of the chapters we've shared each month. For example, if we click on the month of December, we get the chapter Psalm 23. At the top, the first button, let us select different languages. So we have plenty of options to find different phrases in different languages because we can't repeat the same phrases. Once we find the perfect match, we find a phrase in any of the chapters in any language. So we are going to go back, refresh, next, please enter one sentence of the biblical chapters from the monthly biblical chapter. We can enter, surely goodness and mercy shall follow me all the days of my life. We're going to say send perfect match. On the game board, we can see the game points, we can see the time, we can see how long did it take us to find the perfect match, and we also find well done to find the Ohody perfect match. In this case, perfect match. Surely goodness and mercy shall follow me all the days of my life, and I will dwell in the house of the Lord forever. Amen. We can see at the bottom, we can start playing a game. The best part of a game is if we can play together and we can communicate. How many people are playing depends on the host of the game. As we can see, when we open the game, we can find a game board shared by everyone who has the same game code, and we just need everyone to communicate which color they are going to choose, and we also can communicate why each person will choose different phrases, and they can also share a message based on the text that they found. The important thing is to have a complete sentence so that we can have the points. So everyone is invited to join us. The host of a game will pay for each player $4.99 Australian dollars, and with that they can invite anyone to play the Ohody Perfect Match game. Thank you so much for joining us in this tutorial for the Ohody Perfect Match game.